Merry Meet Witches, Graybeard Crowfather here. It's Sunday night. I want to go over a couple things with you tonight. I do have only one topic, but I was just going to talk about a couple other things we got going on for you guys and folks as a group here. The first thing is hopefully with these big storms going on around the country, if you live in the U.S., and you're not used to driving in the winter time and the snow, please be careful. If you don't have to go anywhere, please don't risk your lives going somewhere that's not necessary to go. And if you have the ability to work from home, please do so. It's not worth it. We've seen too many accidents happening around. It's been crazy. Second thing I wanted to talk about is I thought this was pretty funny. I actually had a private comment sent to me about how my videos they suck and they're not worth watching, and basically the explanation is that because they're not produced like the way that they should be. And I'm thinking, I didn't know that YouTube for Wicca had a specific aesthetic that had to be done, because I don't have, background music flying by and crazy titles and all kinds of stuff and special effects. Yeah, I just basically laughed at them and told them to, take a hike, because I think that these videos don't need that. I'm putting, what I know as far as quality into them. I'm not trying to make them some special magic video or anything like that. I'm not in this to be a YouTube star or, making money off of these videos. The only reason I haven't started these videos because people were making videos on a certain social media platform that was, full of really, really, really bad information and garbage that they shouldn't be, telling people, because it was absolutely wrong. I decided to actually go with this video series to set things straight for everybody, so that you have genuine, proper information. So if you're offended by the fact that I don't have background music or, multicolored titles and credits and all that stuff, sorry, it's the way it is. I'm doing it my way, and I know I'm doing it for everybody to get, correct information. So, the next topic. Again, today is the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. I completely forgot about that. Last week's video was the video for the book giveaway, and I am going to keep it open for this week. I know I think I goofed up and said I was going to do it for a week, but I meant to say for 2 weeks. So next week, Sunday the 21st, we'll be doing a live drawing of the names for the books. Remember, that's 2 copies of the Wicca Bible and 1 copy of Solitary Guide for the Solitary Practitioner. Again, please, if you have one of the copies of the books, don't put in for it. If you have another copy of it, please don't put in for it. Just go for 1 copy of the book that you don't need. The details of how to put in for the book are in that video, so just go back and check on that. So tonight's topic is rather short. It's critical, but not critical. I mean, in my opinion, it's something that you have to decide upon for yourself. So tonight I was going to talk about altars and altar cloths. Now, if somebody tells you that you absolutely positively have to have an altar to become a practicing Wiccan or a practicing witch, they're full of crap. You do not need an altar. It's nice to have an altar as a, fixture, as a working space for when you are going to do a ritual or perform magic and whatnot, but it's absolutely not necessary. Now, if you can't, justify or find something that you can actually use as an altar, any surface will do for a temporary space, whether it's a table, an old card table. Heck, even if you're able to get outside when the weather is good, even plain old grass in the ground works just fine. Matter of fact, sometimes that's even a little bit better because you're making more of a connection with the earth for what you're planning on doing. I have a permanent altar only for the fact that I have a bedroom that we don't use as a bedroom dedicated as our altar room. And it's nothing fancy. It's just an old table that's about, I don't know, 30 to 34 inches long, and it has 2 fold down sides. It's beat up, and I honestly didn't care as far as what the what it looked like, and I got it from a garage sale, and I think I paid, I don't know, $10 for it. Saw that it would work and took it and put it. Now, if you actually can do something with a dedicated altar space, great, go for it. If you can't, again, don't worry about it. It is not necessary. If you do end up setting a permanent altar up, this is where you want to find something to use as an altar cloth. Now, you can go online, you can buy, various altar cloths, or if you have metaphysical shops, can't even speak, metaphysical shops in your area, they'll probably sell something as an altar cloth. And sometimes length is kind of hard to find because most of them only go in 30 inches, 24 inches. Now, I had to find one that was 40 inches long and 30 inches wide. And I mean, it's got all the, decoration on it, the triple goddess and some pentagrams and whatnot. But again, this is not necessary. If you have an old tablecloth, you can use that. You want to make sure you're going to use something that's non-flammable, because if you do end up burning candles on your altar when you're performing a ritual or a spell, you want to make sure that those candles can't set that altar cloth on fire. Again, candle safety, please, please, please. Make sure you have the candles embedded in a bowl of sand or salt or something that won't burn. If, say, wax does drip down, that it will extinguish it right away. You don't want candle wax dripping onto your altar cloth if you have something that you purchased that's nice, because it is impossible to get out. And unless one of you guys knows a magic spell for getting wax out of an altar cloth, please share it, because that would be really, really good magic to perform. So yeah, just altars and altar cloths, again, not necessary. Nice to have if you can, but absolutely not required. And as I said before, if somebody tells you that you need to have one, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. Now, big announcement. So, between the subreddit on Reddit of the Intro to Wicca and then the Intro to Wicca YouTube channel, there has been a huge development of where there are more than 350 subscribers, which I honestly had never, imagined that it would get to be that high. I just, I thought, a few people would watch and get good information, but I didn't expect it to take off like that. And again, like I said earlier, I'm not in this for the money. I'm just in this to get correct information to people. So with that being said, I am going to celebrate that by doing a real big giveaway because y'all deserve it. I haven't figured out the date yet. It'll probably be a week or two after we do the book drawing, but I wanted everybody to see what this is going to entail. So, first thing first, this is all going to come as one particular package. So, you saw my crow feathers the other night. I'm going to include 3 crow feathers. Then I'll include 3 brand new sticks of Palo Santo incense. If you've never burned this before, it's fantastic because the scent lingers like crazy. Now, a lot of people are worried about it being ethically sourced, and I get this from a shop where they guarantee that it's ethically sourced, so don't have any fears about that. Next up, if I could ever grab it, some stems, some stones. A little red jasper stone, hematite, quartz crystal, and a nice tiger's eye. Now, in addition to the loose stones, I'll include a couple little bottles, one of blue topaz and one of moonstone. Next up, just for the heck of so you can have it in case you need it, or if you can't, but it's good to have some candles, 3 brand new black and 3 brand new white candles. And then one of the little tokens that I made for one of the Sabbaths that we held, which was Samhain last year, which is the clear quartz crystal with the coyote bone attached to it. And I do have it attached by twine and a couple dabs of super glue, just so that it won't fall off, and you can use that as a talisman or a trinket or whatever your case may be. Next up, a brand new package of some dragon's blood sage. This I got and thought I would use, but I never actually have used it, and I have no need for it right now because I have way more sage than I really need, so I figured I'd throw it in. So nice 3-pack of some dragon's blood sage. And now 2 pieces that are really what I think are gonna make people really happy. Okay, so first, this is a vial of water that came to me from one of my former coven members who went to Great Britain and went to the Well of Brigid, and she brought back a huge pitcher of the water. Now, I have more, so I'm not worried about this, but this is actually truly some water from the Well of Brigid. So that is something that will, you can use this for some real powerful rituals or spells. And last but not least, I am going to include this cast iron cauldron. Now, it's not, brand new. It is and has been used. I think I've maybe used it once or twice, but again, I have a very, very large cauldron that we use outside for our rituals. So, you would get this cauldron for your use, and it stands about 9 inches high, and it's about 12 or 13 inches in diameter. So you get the cauldron, the water from the well of St. Brigid, the sage, the candles. Did I say the water from the well? Probably did. The clear quartz with the coyote, the Palo Santo, oops, the topaz and the moonstone jars, the 4 crystals, and the 3 crow feathers. That should be something that if you don't have enough, you know, as far as supplies to get you started, will get you a real good, you know, way to get started and foot through the door. So again, I'm not sure on the date, and this isn't a thank you for you know, having so many people that show an interest and subscribe to both the Reddit and the YouTube channel. That's all I have for tonight, everybody. Again, please be careful with the storm going on if you live in the United States. And also, please stay safe and stay healthy with the pandemic going on. Hopefully, with a little bit more time, that'll be something that'll be a thing of the past. Everyone, have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, blessed be.